Hey all, Matt with Bobcat Bonsai here, and today we are going to wire up the Blue Star Juniper that I trimmed back a few weeks ago and try to get it to go into some shape through winter. From what I have been reading up on and listening to some other people I follow on YouTube, it says that this is one of the best times to wire up the Juniper because it won't eat the wire as fast. So I'm going to throw some wire on here and get it into shape. Let's get to it. Alright, so here we are. So now the first thing we're going to check here is what wire can I possibly use? I'm not exactly sure of the gauges of wire that I have here, so I'm just gonna have to kind of go with it, and I'm guessing I'm gonna need my thickest wire. I ordered a kit for the wire online, so that's the reason why I'm not exactly sure what size wire I have. So all I'm going to do is just loop. Oh, that was awful. Let me get in here real quick. So this is going to be kind of tough. So I'm going to take this branch and connect it into this branch because this is my leader right here. So I want to bring this branch down so that the trunk can run up and out. This trunk's going to run up, out. I'm going to bring this branch down, and I'm going to try to bring this part of the branch up a little bit where it looks like it was split right here, and then bring it back down. So I'm just going to get in here and try to keep my hands out of your way at the same time. And I'm just going to get the wire running. And that's about all the further I'm going to take that wire to, because the other parts are just too thin up there, so I don't want to risk damaging them. So now I'm going to end up having to take this and give a wrap here around the trunk as I come up. Come between these two branches here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go between those two and then around and up and in. And then right there is where I'm gonna stop this one, because again, the branch begins to get... No, I think I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I'll take it from there. Here, and this is where I'm going to stop it at, right underneath here. Cut that piece of wire. Alright, so now for this branch over here, I want it to come up and then down. I also want it to come forward just a little bit. So we've got our forward motion. Doesn't look like I'm getting too much of the upward motion I was looking for. Can I bring this one down? Not well. But I can bring this little portion down here. Sorry, so the reason I stopped pulling down right there is because it started to split. So I did not want to pull that down much further than I had done already. So I'm gonna give that one a little bit of a back. So now for the main leader, I'm gonna have to run a wire from down low again and then run that all the way up and try to do a better job in the wiring that I don't split this again. So I'm gonna find, all right, let me spin it around here. So the wire never touched on the back of the tree here, so that is why I'm gonna come down from back in here. I'm gonna run it down, and I'm actually gonna come around the base, and in front I'm making sure to stay below that other wire so that I can actually feed in. And then I'm gonna still feed with that same wire. So as you can see, I have it doubled running up and through here. And now I'm gonna come around from there and just begin to wrap. Sorry, I know my hand keeps getting in your way here. I'm trying to keep it out of your way, so we'll just keep on going with it. Okay, so now that I'm up into here, this is really soft up here, so again, this wire is done. And from this front right here, I actually like how, grab a piece of wire again, I like how we're running up and then in. So at this point, I gotta remember to use my wire because you can't see when I put my finger up there. So at this point, we're actually coming forward. Then we're going backwards. Then we're coming back forwards. But I want a little bit more here. So forwards, and then backwards, and then left, and then right. So as you can see here, we did begin to split just a little bit, but it doesn't look too bad. Sure, you saw down at the bottom Sylvester just walked by. He's a goofball. So that's gonna be it as far as this main wiring goes for the trunk. Then for this branch and this branch, I am going to run another wire, which I have to think for a minute how I'm going to do this one, because I have to make sure that it runs properly. So on this one, I had to stand up, I'm sorry. Now I'm probably all in your way. Just going to run this down. Ran it down, around. But now when I'm coming back behind this, instead of running it up, I'm actually just going to bring it over. And just hook it like that. Okay, so now that branch is set up for me to move. And this one, I know I want to bring it downwards more, but that little guy's just a little bit tough right there. So I'm not really going to do too much trimming inside the foliage today. I'm actually going to leave that all alone because we are going into winter and that's what it wants to keep warm. So I'm going to leave that alone as far as trimming goes today. But you can begin to see the overall shape here, and we've kind of have the triangle running. We have here, here. Let's bring that down just a little bit more. Yes, that's it right there. And this one, I want to twist just a little bit. And this one I want to bring forwards and then back. Okay, so the reason I brought it forward and then back is because the bottom one's going back and then forward. So my thought is, at this point I need to get some type of foliage back on the back side of the tree as well. So that was the plan with that guy. One of these two branches, one of these two is going to end up having to go. It's just not going to work with both of these this close together side by side. So one of those is going to have to go. As we see through here, there's a lot that's going to need all trimmed up everywhere in here. But from the back side, it's nice and full. And now on the front, we're all set up through here. I have this Y split right here, and I think what I'm gonna do is throw some wire on there real quick. I'm gonna downsize just a little bit. I cut way more than I needed. So let me see. There we go. I have a piece of scrap that's a lot smaller, so I'm not going to cut up that whole big piece when I have a nice little piece of scrap here. And all I'm going to do is just take this around, take it around, put my arm in front of your face. As I'm taking it around, I'm just making sure that I don't trap any foliage. And now that that one's taken all around, I'm going to come up to this front one here, take that one around, and around again. I'm just going to keep working it up to about right here. All right, so now for this one, I'm going to bring it up and then drop it like this, just a little bit. Actually, I'm just going to bring that one forward and back. Then this one I'll bring up and then down, which is still leaving this piece here, which that piece may end up getting cut off later. I'm not too sure. Shy guy. Hello, Shy guy. Sorry, my chicken cats have been coming to visit me a lot lately. So, this is what we've got here, friends. I hope you enjoyed the wiring of this little tree. As you can see, moving up here further into the trunk line as it's growing. We do have more branches coming in, which will help work with this as it's growing. At some point, a branch was ripped off right here, so it's already got a little bit of a deadwood effect, but that looks like it's closing up nicely, so I don't know. Maybe we'll reopen it up once the trunk gets a little bigger, or maybe we'll just let it close and clean up the trunk line, work on some dead wood a little bit lower down. I am definitely looking forward to this spring getting this repotted so we can actually see what we're working with the roots, but I just want to take it in steps. So we had trimmed it all back about 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. I don't remember how long it was, and now we wired it into shape. Come spring, we're going to repot it and get this little guy on its way to a good old bonsai tree. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification to be notified every time I release a new video. And if you don't mind, could you please share one of my videos with your friends or on social media, just so that other people can see my content. All right, thank you.